Today we will be discussing in detail about GATE exam 2026. Many of our graduates are not aware of the various aspects of GATE exam. When I have gone through the detailed notification, I could find the reason very easily because the notification itself is 136 pages and it will be very difficult for any graduates to go through all these 136 pages. So here we are coming with a video which will be for say less than 10 minutes and which is going to cover all the aspects of GATE exam 2026. I am opting for a question answer mode so that you can concentrate on the area in which you are more interested to look into. So to begin with, the first question in your mind is, what is the GATE exam? GATE exam is a national level examination conducted by IITs in collaboration with Indian Institute of Science just to evaluate your standard on a particular subject. Now the next question would be, what is the purpose of GATE exam? GATE exam will help you to get admission in postgraduate programs or PhD programs, especially in many of the leading institutes in the country. The institutions like IITs and IIMs are providing admission for MTech and PG programs and PhD programs only based on the GATE examination. GATE examination is also giving an opportunity for the students to get scholarship and financial incentives and financial helps. Here one major point for you to remember is, once you write the GATE exam, it doesn't mean you have guaranteed admission. It is providing only a score. If you have to get an admission in a particular institute or university, you have to wait for the notification from that university or the institute and you have to make an application accordingly. Of course, you have to write the GATE score on that one. The admission will be basically and mainly based on the GATE examination score. And many of the institute will be having their own criteria for admission. Something like, they will be conducting another written test, or they may be conducting an interview, or they may be giving some value for the marks you obtained in graduation level. But whatever it is supposed, 80% of the weightage will be given to your score in the GATE. So GATE score is going to play a crucial role in your higher studies. The next doubt which you will be having is, who all can give a GATE exam? Generally, there is a saying that the GATE exam is for the engineers, but it is not true. Engineers, humanities students, science graduates, commerce graduates, and even the MBBS and BDS graduates can write the GATE examinations, which is going to help them in many other ways. So then the natural question from your side would be, how the questions will come or what will be the syllabus? See, there are total 30 papers. One can write examination in 1 or 2 papers. Maximum of 2 papers you can give examination. So this paper is your choice based on the graduation which you have done. While you are selecting a subject or a paper, you have to give a concentration on your higher studies as well. Whatever the subject you are going to take for the higher studies, the GATE examination is to be given only on that subject. So for example, if I say, if you wanted to do the PhD in mathematics, you cannot give a GATE exam in physics, and that physics score will not be considered for marks PhD. So what I wanted to tell is, you have an option to select 1 paper or 2 paper maximum, and that too based on your higher studies plus what you studied in your graduation level. Then only you will be in a position to do the GATE exam at a level which you are going to perform. So your next doubt would be that, what is the exam pattern? Actually, it is a 3-hour examination, consists of 65 questions, out of which 55 questions is from the paper you are opted, and the 10 questions is from general aptitude, and the total mark is for 100 marks. Now you may ask me that, what is the category of questions which is going to come? It is based on the paper which you are giving. The question is set, to know your memory power, your calculation power, or your analytical power, or your aptitude towards subject. So generally it is a multiple choice question only. So 65 question will be asking only from the portion which you are covered in your graduation level. Now about the validity of the GATE score. Unlike all other exams, the GATE score will be valid for a period of 3 years. That means if you are giving the GATE exam in 26, this will be valid for another coming 3 years from the date of declaration of the result. So certainly you will be having better opportunities and options for trying for higher studies. Another important aspect of this GATE exam is there is no age limit. Only the education qualification, otherwise anybody can write this examination. So now you will be thinking of what are the important dates which you should remember. The last date for applying for the GATE exam is 28th of this month. And the examination will be in the month of February and the result will be coming out in the month of March. So you will be in a position to try for various admission from April itself. Interestingly, some of the foreign universities are also depending on GATE score to give the admission. Finally, the big question, what are the opportunities if I give GATE exam? The first and foremost opportunity is you will be getting admission for higher studies in the leading institution in India. That is one major opportunity for this. Added to that one, all the scholarship and financial assistance for the students for the higher studies supporting by the Government of India's Ministry of Education is only based on the GATE score. And the third big opportunity which many of you may not be aware or may not be thinking is it gives a job opportunities as well. All the major public sector undertaking in the Government of India are giving direct offer of appointment to those who are cleared GATE exams. Generally they consider 3 years score and the ranking will be made of that one. Many of you will be worried or may not be preparing for giving a competitive examination or may be afraid of giving an interview. But many of the PSUs are offering the post exclusively based on GATE score, and that too you will be appointed to the grade of an executive or that is an officer. And there are opportunities even in the Government of India in the class 1 post, especially in Cabinet Secretariat, there is a direct recruitment post based on the GATE score. Very recently, an advertisement has come from Airport Authority of India, for which I have already given another video, which is covering the notification and the offer of appointment is based on the GATE score of last 3 years. So if you give the GATE examination this year, and if you got a decent score, that is going to take you in another 3 years, not only for the higher studies, not only for the scholarship, but also for getting a good job in the government sector. I am very sure this video will be helpful not only the students who are completing the graduation, but also for the students maybe from the class 12 onwards, because many of our students are not aware of GATE examination, or many of our, especially the engineering graduates, immediately opting for a campus recruitment and a job, and that too at a minimum pay level. So I certainly recommend you to go for the GATE examination. Even if you are not thinking for a higher studies, you can attempt a GATE score because it is going to give you an employment opportunity, that too in class 1 post with the government. So friends, I think I have explained this very properly in the way in which you expected to listen, and majority of your questions are already covered. Still you have some doubt, you can place your doubt in the comment box, which will be replied promptly if it is necessary. Of course, many of your friends will be benefited by this video, so please share among them so that let our children know that this GATE examination is one of the very leading examination which they have to attempt for their better future. Thank you very much.